Hey guys, Rob with AIM Endurance Group. Just wanted to go over the next phase of strength training, our muscular endurance phase 1. We're going to go through, this video in particular is going to go through the first 2 cycles that you have on your spreadsheet. Just want to illustrate them, okay? And then if you have any questions, you can email us directly. The first exercise that we're going to do is squats up against the wall, all right? And the one thing that a lot of people always ask is, well, how do you make squats more difficult? You know, if you're sitting here and you want to start with the ball in the center of your back, all right, shoulders, legs are about shoulder width apart, and just kind of bring it down to true 90 degrees and straight back up, okay? Now the thing that we want you to realize is if you want to make it more difficult, all you got to do is just pick up some weight, all right? You can look at this just like a regular squat rack, where by adding 50 pounds, okay, and if that's not enough of a discomfort for your legs and you don't feel like your legs are working enough, just simply pause at the bottom for 3 seconds and then come up nice and slow. All right, so that's what your fit ball squat against the wall is going to look like. All right, the reason why we want you using the fit ball is I want your pressure back. Keeps my back nice and straight. One of the problems with a traditional squat rack is when people come down, they have a tendency to lean forward. With the fit ball, you can push back and really isolate from your hip flexors to your kneecaps, all right? The second exercise, if you have any wrist injuries, you may not be able to do this. It's what we call push-ups on a fit ball, all right? What you're gonna wanna do is have the ball directly underneath you. You wanna start in a nice pike position, and your goal is to come down to where the ball touches your chest and straight back up, all right? If you keep your belly button pushing up against your spine, you'll keep a nice flat straight back. And if for some reason you start to feel a lot of discomfort and pain in your wrist, then try to go to a bench. You can do the same thing. You saw these in the maximum strength phase where you're just keeping your legs, keep your wrists. It's not quite as the ball, it's not as tender and soft as the ball is. But the idea here is that you're keeping your core tight. It's going to work anterior delts, triceps, and pecs, all right? From there, you want to do what we call lat single arm pull-up. And all you're going to do is you're just going to let one side of the weight hang off. And all you're going to do is pull straight up to the armpit, let it drop straight back down, okay? Notice that I've got my knee bent. I'm keeping my back nice and flat. What I don't want you doing is I don't want you throwing the weight up. All right? You want to remove the momentum. You want to move it slow, and you want to move it methodically. All right? After those 3, you have squats, you have your push-ups either on the fit ball or on the bench itself. You're then going to go into jump rope for 30 seconds. All right? At this point, if you have to walk around the gym with this, that's what you do. So you'll go squats, you'll go your push-ups, you go to lat pull-up, jump rope 30 seconds. That's set number 1, cycle number 1, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to cycle number 2 that's on your list. And the first one is the fit ball abdominal pull-in, all right? Now this one's a little bit advanced. If you have problems with your lower back, or if you're just not comfortable with the position, then you just need to be very, very careful, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to get into a push-up position with your feet up on the ball, all right? For some of you, just getting into this position may be tough. Then just hold it if you can. If you can do this, your goal then is to pull your knees up to your chest, pause, walk it back out slowly. It's going to work your lower back. It's going to work your core, it's going to work your chest, and it's going to work your anterior delts and triceps. Okay? Nice flat back. That's what you're after. From there, using the same ball, you're going to drop to the ground. These are called hamstring presses on fit ball. All right? So what your goal is to get to 90 degrees. You'll put your hands out to the side, and you're just simply going to press your heels straight down and take your hips straight to the sky. When you get to the top, I want you to tighten your glutes, your butt muscles. Notice that I'm keeping my knees together and my toes pointing up. I don't want the ball to go out here. You want to keep it underneath. And if you do them correctly, you're going to feel the hamstrings go from the bottom of your tush to the back of your kneecaps. As you get more comfortable with it, you can get to where you're bringing your hands on your chest and you're just going straight up and straight down. The idea is to remove the stabilizers. That's how you make it more difficult. All right. From there, come back up to the bench and you're going to do the leg extensions off the bench. All right. So all you're going to do is you'll be here, straight out, straight back. If your lower back bothers you, you need to tighten your core up a little bit more. When you ultimately get to where you don't have to hold the bench, you'll be using a little more external obliques, rectus abdominis from your pecs to your groin. That'll be your first round, okay? So what you did was you did your football abdominal pull-ins, you went into your hamstring press, then you went into your abdominals off the end. You'll go through that 3 times, then you'll jump rope 30 seconds, okay? So that takes you through cycle 1 and cycle 2 of the muscular endurance phase 1. If you have any questions, you can email us. Look for the next 2 cycles on the next video.